Well, another game where you get out hit, but you still manage to win. Are you just amazed by that continually? Or
Shocked. I'm shocked how that worked out tonight.
what in particular did you like about what your group brought to the rink tonight?
Well, first, Picks made some big saves early in the game, which the game could have been different. But he made those saves, and then we kind of took over the game and scored. I think we're opportunistic. We just how things worked out, like the goal that went off Hyman, stuff like that. But I think the first and foremost, that's a fast team that we need to be skating. And I liked some of the goals that we scored just on reloads, back checks, the way we were checking, create some turnovers in the neutral zone, and then we counter with some plays there. So, that's probably the biggest thing I liked was how well we checked, and we did that by skating.
You got a pile of points out of Nugent Hopkins here the last couple of games. What are you noticing in his game?
I think anytime that a player is struggling or not playing at their highest performance, when you're playing the middle, it's much easier to get your rhythm and feel more confident with your game. And just, you're always moving, you're touching the puck a lot more, and Ryan's a tremendous playmaker. He's got a lot of speed on both wings that are helping him out. But, it's nice to see that he's making some nice plays and playing with a lot of confidence.
You guys struggled for a long time to find the game you're looking for. Recently, it's coming together. 3 games in a row with 1 goal against. Starting to go in for some guys that are supposed to be scoring, like Nugent Hopkins and Arvidsson, and Nurse playing an owly, strong game. Do you see the elements here of the team that you've been looking for coming together?
Well, I don't want to get ahead of myself too early here. Like we had a great game. We outscored a team. We've won 3 in a row, but it's been better than certainly when you look at after the break. We were rock bottom. We played terrible. We were getting outplayed tremendously. And, after those first 3, maybe 4 games, we've been getting better and better throughout that. And it started with our team defense and eliminating chances off the rush. And then once you play better defensively, things will work better offensively. You saw that tonight. The way we were back checking, creating turnovers, countering. So, we've been getting better over these last couple of weeks, but certainly more room to go.
What's the odds if I'd have told you before the game you're going to get 7 and Leon wasn't going to get a point? How's that happen?
Well, Leon could have had about 5 in the second period, the amount of chances he had and the amount of plays they made. But just a true character. Some players score when it doesn't matter. They're in games out of hand and you score with 2 minutes left to pad the stats. And, you look at the streak and Leon has done none of that. Almost every single game's been a 1-goal game, and many nights he's the only guy on the score sheet. And then tonight, like I said, he certainly had his opportunities. He had a pretty good game. It was unfortunate. It would have been nice for him to get one of those just to go in for him.
How does adding a guy like Matthias Ekholm back into the lineup kind of change the dynamic on that blue line? He's missed a few, but he looked healthy. He looked good out there tonight.
Yeah, it didn't look like he missed any time at all. The way he was moving the puck, making plays, finishing his checks. Not only having him on the ice is nice. Obviously, you're a great defenseman, all situations. But, it also helps everybody else on the ice. Obviously, Bouchard is playing with him, but also the forwards. So, it's tremendous having him back.
You already talked about Ryan Nugent-Hopkins kind of finding his game here, but that third line in general has looked really well as well. So, what have you seen from that line's chemistry over this short period of time? Yeah,
those 3 have been playing really well, and they should be a good line. For the most part, those 3 have been on our top 6 for most of the year, so they're good hockey players. But also, those 3 playing together, they've been able to play their game, and playing with. In top 6, you play a different style, and those 3 have been able to, especially Arvidsson and Potkolzin, have been able to just simplify their game and play a little north-south and drive the puck to the net a little bit more. So, and Ryan's a tremendous playmaker. He can find those guys. So, and also all three of them are pretty good defensively. So there's a lot to like on that line.
Chris Ryan talked about, playing center. He feels he's just a little bit more comfortable there. It's where he's always played. He gets to touch the puck more. You just talked about his ability to move the puck. You see him now as a center iceman. I know you can move around, but do you feel there's, something better in his game when he plays the middle?
Well, right now, absolutely. With a matchup, who we're playing another team or we're on the road, stuff like that, he can certainly move back to left wing. We know that can be useful for us. But right now, yeah, it looks great, and we're going to ride it for a while.
I know you always want to attack the middle of the ice in today's NHL. That's a strategy. But 4 breakaways created in the first period alone. They like to really pinch down on the wall a lot. Was that part of the scouting report game plan that you felt like maybe you could exploit that?
No, not necessarily. There's a lot of teams that are aggressive, and that team doesn't give up any chances. They're one of the better defending teams in the NHL. Certainly after, February 1st or the second half of the season, they have been one of the better defensive teams. I think we caught them on an off night. I thought we were really good, but it's just when you get those plays, a lot of it is just playing with speed, which tonight we were skating, but then also our puck play I thought was really sharp tonight too.
One of those players that skated, Kapanen, had lots of chances tonight. At the end of the night, no points either, but that was one of his better offensive games.
He did, yeah. He was getting chances on the penalty kill, 5-on-5 off the rush. There's a guy that we like, what he brings to our team. Having a little more physicality, certainly a lot more speed, plays our system, defensive systems, but a guy that can transport the puck up the ice and make those plays. So, it was unfortunate tonight. Yes, I thought he played a heck of a game. Unfortunate, he was -1, which is not an indication of how he played tonight. But, it would have been nice for him to get rewarded with a goal or assist.
Hi, Chris. You got a 2-1 win, a 3-1 win, a 7. How much of that has to do with the fact that the playoffs are 14 games away?
Well, I think it has maybe a little bit. The playoffs are, we're approaching them. It's in everyone's vision right now. So I think that has a little bit to do with it. I think more it has to do with how poorly we were playing before defensively, and I think everyone's understanding the importance of dialing it in, making sure that our defensive play is a lot better moving forward for the playoffs. And also you look at the standings, and we know last year how important it would have been to have home ice advantage for a few more rounds or even one more round. Like we started the last 3 on the road, game 7, maybe does that make a difference? So we're trying to win as many games to help us along that journey.
Chris, a lot of your big guys notably didn't play as much as usual, probably the result of a big lead and a big win. Leon Draisaitl did play quite a bit, 22 and a half minutes, and you had him on the power play there late. Can you explain the rationale of using Leon as much as he did tonight?
We've much easier to roll the lines when you've got a big lead. And the other one is, Leon's got a pretty good, something spectacular going on right now with that point streak. It would have been nice for him to continue that.